All right, good afternoon, YouTube. Happy Sunday. And tonight is a new moon, so I did want to get on here and make a quick video for all of you. Hope everyone's doing well today. So let's get right to it. I'm just gonna center this a little more. All right. So we do have a new moon. This is a super moon. In Gemini, it's at 24 degrees. It happens today or this evening at 10:54 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So June 14th, June 15th for everyone across the pond, because that'll hit for anyone in like England, Ireland, Greece, around, let's see, between 3 to 6 in the morning for Europe across the pond. So now, Gemini energy really is all about its communication, its transportation, its mental clarity, self-expression, publishing, writing, and all projects relating to communicating, such as broadcasting, podcasting, blogging, and once again, journaling and writing. Now, this energy also brings opportunities with new studies, learning photography, foreign languages, all intellectual pursuits, it's short trips, it's new classes, even purchasing or purchases of new cars, new cell phones, anything related to transportation and communication will all be blessed under these stars. Now, souls born in the constellation of Gemini will be curious souls. They'll have this thirst for knowledge. They'll be flirtatious and quick-witted. And it will be the air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and the mutable signs, Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, and Sagittarius, that will feel this energy the strongest. Now, air signs, you will be extremely magnetic these next 2 weeks. And all souls born with a sun, a moon, an ascendant, a dragon's head or tail in Gemini, which is the north and south nodes, will benefit greatly from this placement. Okay. The 15th and the 16th brings a nice Venus sextile and a trine, making the energies friendly. They're outgoing, they're vivacious. The Wounded Warrior, which is Chiron, that's the big event of this month. Chiron enters Taurus on the 19th. And this will bring a shift in healing deep wounds in regards to money, finances, body image, self-worth, and really it's general security in general. Now, Mercury does go retrograde on the 19th as well. Please remember, I'm a modern or an ancient astrologer, not a modern astrologer. So I go retrograde about 7 to 10 days before modern astrology does. So just don't sit there and go, that's not true, it doesn't go retrograde, because that's the kind of crap I deal with from people. Ancient astrology is just a little bit different, okay? Where was I? 15th, 16th, Mercury goes retrograde on the 19th, and pretty much retrograde for the entire month of July, so just be prepared for that. Now, the best day for healing will be on the 21st, when the sun sextiles Chiron, and the June 25th will be a day to be aware of as the sun squares Neptune. And it brings like this chosen one mentality. You'll see it on social media. You'll hear, you'll see it, trust me. And this is going to make all of us want to run in the opposite direction. And I do highly advise that if you are dealing with someone who has that chosen one mentality, run the other way. All right, moving on. Mars enters Gemini on June 28th. With Mars entering Gemini, it becomes, it's not dignified. Why I put dignified, I don't know. I will fix that. When communication Gemini meets Mars, which can be abrasive, you have an intellectual power that can be verbally aggressive, especially when under scrutiny. Now, this placement will not listen to others, and and they bore rather easily. In a more negative placement, this can indicate an infidelity or shouting matches if one isn't careful. This is usually when Mars and Gemini are in critical degrees together, in a conflicted in some ways. But normally Mars and Gemini is a lot of intellectual power, but sometimes they can get a little salty with people. That's kind of an understatement, really. Okay, moving on. Gemini, I'm going to give you your forecast since this is your new moon. And the changes, Gemini, that you make in the future are going to benefit you later on. This new moon, Gemini, is stationed right on you, yourself, your first house of self and soul's purpose. It's new beginnings, it's appearances, it's first impressions. Take a chance on something you have wanted to do and let the Gemini charm shine through. This is a good time to take chances on things you've always wanted to do, okay? Now, June 15th, there's this nice sextile between Uranus, the first house, and Venus, the third house. Brings you very much a lot of popularity, new friends, and a spontaneous kind of attitude. Mars will enter your sign on the 28th, and many Gemini souls will have this burst of energy with Mars sitting right there on your first house. This is where you will be able to get a lot done in a small amount of time. So prepare for that. Just don't let your mouth run rampant, talk over others, or refuse to listen to others. That is the danger zone for a Mars and Gemini. They have a tendency to want to talk over you. I used to take care of a student who had that placement. The kid never shut up. Talk, 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 talk. June 30th will be a warning for all Geminis as Mars will square the dragon head. Now, this will affect your first house of self and your 10th house of public standing. So Gemini, try to refrain from aggressive behavior and speech, because if you take that course of action, it will not go well for you. So it's a warning. I'm giving you a very big warning. Now, these next few weeks could bring good luck with gambling, and most Geminis will be full of curiosity, strong mental clarity, and many opportunities can be offered to you, Gemini, within these next 2 weeks. I'm wishing you the best of luck. Get out there. Make it happen, Gemini. All right, so Gemini energy will be felt through communication, transport, and thought process. We all become very chatty, engaged, and flirty too. Now, the zenith of this moonic phase will be felt like around the 15th. This energy always brings USA and Great Britain news, and today's what, the 14th, so this is tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that whole Iran thing. It represents beginnings and endings of portions of our lives, planned and unplanned. This is where family tragedies, forced relocations, and beginnings and endings to wars can happen. Weather can turn deadly, destructive, and natural disasters in this energy are very, very common, such as hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, and volcanoes. You will have to join Patreon for $5 a month. Patreon.com/astrostrega to get all the dates and all the days of caution. But real estate matters and moving and relocating are also possible in this energy, so just be prepared for that. Now, towards the end of the month, I can't give you all the dates. I'll give you the 25th, but the Platonic phase will be deadly and hits around the 25th. Now, this energy could spark outrage, revolution, terrorism, and violence over old matters and outdated ideologies. Now, with Mercury in retrograde, this can spark certain chain reaction accidents that are deadly. I would watch the roads very, very carefully from the 19th till about the end of July. And probably not the best time to get on any kind of trains either. This is when a lot of train accidents can happen. Now, you all know the drill with this phase, especially my Patreons. Not so much my YouTubers, but my Patreons do know that, where was I? You want to be very careful around this energy. This is a wake-up call for all of us. It rules death, it rules drama, transformation, rebirth. It rules Russia, the police, cyber crimes, so check your bank accounts. It rules sex, porn, rape, trafficking, murder, and the underworld. And of course, it rules secret societies. It rules CIA, FBI, it rules ICE, and mafia matters. So platonic phases are not really anything you want to mess around with, okay? Secrets always get exposed in this energy, so I do feel like towards the end of this month, there should be some secrets coming to light or exposed. And usually the rich and the famous usually either get exposed or pass away under these stars, and that will make big headlines, so just be prepared for that. I am wishing all of you a very blessed new moon. I know it's short and sweet, but have fun, be safe, enjoy gatherings and parties. 4th of July, my best advice for the 4th of July, because it's not going to be a good energy. Stick to intimate surroundings with close friends and families. I wouldn't go into large crowds. I think July and August are going to be very dangerous months for the world at large, especially the United States. And I wanted to say this on a side note. I had someone order a tarot reading from me. I've messaged them several times. I've gotten a hold of 2 emails, no response. I don't know what's going on, but when I respond to you and you don't respond back, there's nothing I can do about that. You have to meet me halfway, okay? I'm not sure what's going on. I still have yet to contact the person. This took place on June 2nd. So if you are that person, I've sent you several emails. I've even sent them to 2 different email addresses with no response. I've even messaged this over to Square, the platform, the website host, saying, hey, I've contacted these people over and over. I don't know what the deal is. So just be aware of that. If you put an order in with me and you don't hear from me for 2 or 3 days, reach out to me. I usually check my business email address probably every 48 hours. I don't check it every day. I do have another job I do besides astrology, so I don't check it every day, but I do check it usually every 48 hours. And I reached out, haven't heard anything, reached out again, haven't heard anything. I'm probably going to make a 3rd attempt today. But those of you who know me, if you purchase something, you usually reach out to me on Facebook, TikTok, Messenger, something. I'm getting nothing. So I don't really know what's going on. Anyway, if you're that person, please contact me. astrologywitch22@gmail, astrostrega22@gmail. Those are my 2 main website 2 main email addresses for business. So anyway, I just wanted to give you that little spiel. I keep saying I'm going to do this, but I don't have much time. But I'm going to try and get on here weekly. I do an energy forecast monthly, and I'm going to start coming up on here every Friday and giving you a little snippet of the forecast, just like a 10-minute snippet of what to expect for the week, what kind of energies are going on. I haven't been going on YouTube much due to censorship, because we're all being censored, whether it's this platform or another one. So I don't feel a whole too comfortable saying too many things on here, like I do with Patreon. Patreon, I let it rip. But anyway, I'm wishing you all a wonderful new moon tonight. Be safe out there, and we'll talk soon. Ciao.